All right, CSS battle time, and we have a Venn diagram. Don't know what it's of. That's what it is. All right. This white right here, if I could just keep the default background white, that'd be cool. Sorry, excuse me. Okay, so usually with repeated circles, I'd like a radial gradient with like a transparent background. I mean, that probably would work, but then we'd have to do transparent and then that color and then transparent again. I wonder if I can do like a box shadow inset to make this color. And then, no, if I had I'd have to do a border or something separate or a variable. Maybe I'd do a box shadow inset and a border. Or, okay, I'm going to try something a little crazy. Let's go border. Oh, actually, I won't. Yeah, let's start on the HTML. Border, say 150 pixels solid, and we have this color. All right. Now, if we do some margin, we do like -20 by 50, nope, 40, 30, 40. Kind of get an idea of what I'm wanting to do. -10, oh, -30. Okay. So we need to up this to like 200. Zero. I'm just doing round numbers right now, and I'll do the margin to 30. Let's go 20, 10, 20, something like that. And then this 50, 80. There we go. There, that's perfect. Okay, so now if we had on the body, we have a border radius, say 2-inch, and then I'm gonna do another border for right now, and we'll clean this up. 20 pixels solid, and 222. All right. Yeah, we have a nice little circle there. Margin, we did 0. Okay. So let's go -20 by, okay, there we go. So we'd have to move it with our margins. I think that's doable. Might have to throw a period up here just to break margin collapse, but let's save that for when I actually figure this out. All these margins, I think, is where I'm gonna lose trying to do this. I might be overthinking this. Maybe a box shadow inset was the way to go, and doing a font trick with that would have been better. Because then I don't have weird margins. Same principle, but instead of doing, okay, all right, I'm already looking at this, and it's going to be a real pain to get the border over. It's going to be different size. All right, yeah, I'm gonna refactor this already. We'll have to margin it over and then do a paragraph tag and get it over to the other side because they're going to be transparent. So if I do like 0, no, 30, no, 50, and -80, like I can walk it over, and you see how the only part that's showing is what the HTML is, but everything's getting all wonky. So it's going to be a battle. So I'm going to actually already abandon this. Let's go to box shadow inset 0, 0, 0, and let's do this, like, let's see what 9m gets us. Okay, 8. All right. So .10m is all the way, and we still have to do margin. Okay. Oh, if we margin it down. Okay, so we got to do negative margin on both. Is this going to work? Because I don't have, I'd have to do an outer box shadow too. Okay, so that's the problem with that. I don't want to rotate this 90 degrees. Oh, let's go 11. Let's see what happens. There we go. Okay, so this could work. This could work. Actually, that right there will work. Let's give it a color. That wasn't too bad. All right. So then what we can do is write another box shadow, 0, 0, 0, 30 pixels, and that color. We won't see it on this one. And what we want to do is carry this over to the body as well. Right now it's the same size because of margin and everything. But what I'm going to do is going to say margin 0. I'm not seeing anything. 20. Okay, good. Yeah, that's what I want to see. Let's go 80. There we go. We're starting to see the body. And of course it's all the way filled in because of our inset box shadow. So 2-inch. Let's do a font 0A. And there we go. That came back because the body doesn't have an inset box shadow anymore. But we have the other box shadow, so that'll work. Okay, I already like this better. And this should be doable without too much trouble. Let's go 120, 150, 160. That seems about the right height. Now let's do, so right is first. I don't know where that ends up at. It's smashed all the way down, so let's go 170 and 60. Okay, 80. Turn on the diff again, walk it up to where it needs to be, 120, 130, 190. Okay, hopefully I can change some of those into a percentage. It should work, but I'll do that after I get this built. Alright, so we need a paragraph tag. It's going to have pretty much the same things. I'm just going to have to change its margin, I believe. Height. 60, 80. There we go. Margin 0. Okay. That's going to squish it down a little bit. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. So let's say 0 top and bottom. And HTML is moved, hasn't it? No, it hasn't. It hasn't. We're still good. We're still good. All right, 0 on the top and bottom. The right, we're going to say negative 60. Good. Bottom is 0, and then that is 60. Let's see if that works. That looks pretty good. Not awful on the code. Let's see if we can clean up these margins a little bit, and that, I think, would make for pretty cool thing. I could nest the paragraph tag to get the font at the end too, like nest it differently. Like put the paragraph tag there, put height and margin with it, and of course it's all broken. Let's give it a bracket there. Now that's fixed. So by nesting it this way, you trade off a semicolon for a bracket, right? Which is fine, But now, when we get rid of these spaces, we can do that. One more space to get rid of. You have to have absolutely nothing behind it. All right. Let's start doing some percentages. 170 is going to be like 40 percent. 42. Ooh, so close. But I don't think it's going to work. Yeah, 99.3, 42. Let's see how that goes. I think... No, all right. 170. All right. So let's say 44%. Oh, it's different because it's left and right now. Yep, those are all off. There we go. Let's see, 47.4. If that works, we'll know it's just too much. Yep. Okay. So I'm not going to get away with 47. Yeah, definitely not. Now, theoretically, I might be able to tweak these margins a little bit. I have some leeway here. I wonder if, okay, let's see if 50, and then we come down here, 180, 160, and 160. All right, oh, I forget what this was, 190, okay. So 160, let's see. Oh, there it is. Okay, see, this is the sort of thing, if I spent a whole lot of time on it, I could, yeah, okay, I like that at least we got two of these, oops, cleaned up. And then left and right, I could probably do like -5, and I have to do 195 and 135. But our 40% is off now. I'm not sure why that would change. Oh, probably, no, I don't know why. Let's just leave that well enough alone. Like I said, I could spend a long time on this chasing down optimal, but I'm not gonna. All right, let's close that up. That one and that one. At least we got something. Oh, that kind of. Yeah, that is an improvement. Not really gaining anything there or there. All right, I'm gonna leave that there. And if you can take that and do better, go ahead. It's always cool to see what the top solutions are. It's impressive to see how they come about them. But I'm pretty happy with this. Oh yeah, let's see if we can change this 30 pixels to something else. That looks pretty good. Let's see if it lets us get away with it. Good. Okay. Oops. Oh. I think that's a decent solution. I only had to declare these two colors. I didn't have to do that one or any other kind of colors. If I did anything else, I'd have to do transparent. I don't feel like I had to do a lot of extra properties, just some margin gaming. So yeah, I feel like maybe there'll be a shorter color or something. That might be another spot to save characters, but 151. That's where we're at. All right, I hope you had fun with this, and I'll catch you later.